All right, guys, so this is part 2 of the series on optimizing a student's paid Facebook ads and Google ads. So you definitely want to stay tuned throughout this whole entire video because this is where I actually come in and then start optimizing ad copy, the ad creative, headlines, and then a bunch of tips and tricks that you guys can pick up for free and then utilize in your own paid advertising. That way, every dollar you put in, you can kind of ensure you're getting $2 or $3 or $4 back. That's the whole name of the game with paid ads, so you don't want to miss this video because you'll get to actually see me do live ad copy, like right off the top of my head. You guys can get the creative juices flowing in your own marketing and come up with your own strategy based off of how I walk you through setting all of this up, right? So stay tuned for part 2, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, then please give it a like and hit the notification bell so that way you can stay tuned for when I drop part 3 and then part 4 in the next few days. So enjoy. I hope this helps your career and helps you become a better digital marketer for your real estate business. All right, and I'll send you this video too once I record it so you can go through it, and I'll trim it up and just get to the highlights. That's good. So the one thing that I would not recommend though, just right off the bat, the only thing I saw that was wrong was that like you only started with one ad. That's just not how I would recommend doing that, because it's like, man, when I start with 10 ads and 6 of them go wrongly, even though everything's set up perfectly, and 4 are good, I always think to myself, like, imagine if I started with 1 or 2 ads of the bad ones and then just nothing happened for me, because that's just the nature of how this business goes. Like, you'll just do a bunch of ads and then some will just not do good for whatever reasons, you know. So I would not recommend starting with 1 ad. You have to do at least a few and then pause the losers and scale the winners. So right off the bat, that would be the biggest thing. But now let me look at your creative and see what people actually viewed. So let me take a look at this. Hey, you got Melena on here. That's cool.
Yeah, no one wanted to see me. They wanted to see her, I think.
Hey, man, you don't know that. You should do an ad of yourself. Trust me, man. It's sometimes you don't know that, and then like I'll do 10 ads, and then be embarrassed of like 2 ads. I'm like, oh, my hair was terrible in that one, and then those would be like my best performers. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like this stuff is like data driven. So the name of the game, Alex, with paid ads is split testing. Like whatever you think is going to happen is probably not going to happen. You have to look at the data when you run paid ads. So run a few, even the ones that you don't think are good. Do different ads, different variations, and then put them all up and then read the data. Like that's what it's all about. But let me take a look at this ad real quick. Oh, looking apartment in 60 days. Is that the only copy you have? You didn't look at the top 10 ads that I gave you in the course, the copy. You should take the copy I give you. I provide you with 10. But Alex, you signed up so long ago, man. Recently, I started giving everyone 10 different ads that have worked for me and ad copy. And so you probably just didn't get the update. Yeah. I'll send you that when we get off this call. I give you 10 ad copy that's like long and it has worked well already for me. Because if right off the bat I'm looking at this and it's like looking to lease an apartment in 60 days, I'm like, well, no, I need to move in 2 weeks. You know. So, whenever you run paid ads, keep in mind, like I learned this from a mentor of mine, Russell Brunson. It's like whenever you do marketing or run ads, go in with the mindset that everyone you're showing your ads to like has the knowledge of like a 6-year-old. Everyone is as smart as a 6-year-old. Like just keep that in mind. And so with that in mind, like if we're marketing to a 6-year-old, you would want to be extra specific and extra clear. So I would do something like, first of all, I put like a red big circle emoji right there before the first word to make it pop out. And then I would say like, hey, I would say something like, hey, are you looking to lease? And then instead of lease, I would cross out and say rent. Like try to use easy words, not hard words. And I would say like, hey, are you looking to rent an apartment within 1 to 60 days? Are you looking to lease an apartment tomorrow or within 60 days? That's what I would do. And we can help you for free. And so usually when things are free like that too, with ads, like you want to explain why as well, but in the copy. So free apartment locating, this is fine, your little graphic there. So I would explain everything in the copy as well. and you want to really just kind of have a conversation with your prospects and like let them know why they should click. And then in the copy, I also paste the link. If this is the only sentence that you put up there, man, that's might be a reason why this didn't perform so well. And it's also only one ad that you ran. So I would do something like, let me just type something up for you, like just off the top of my head that I think could work well. Let me see if you did this right too. Website URL. Okay, you pasted your website. Good. Pixel is missing for this data. Oh, you don't have your Facebook pixel set up. Damn. Okay, I'll help you with that too. I believe that I think it is in the course too. As a recent update, I show you how to do a Facebook pixel and then paste it in there. That's gonna help as well. Let me just finish poking around in here and seeing if I can see anything else wrong real quick. Hold on, Alex. I like to add a language and say English, man, because some Americans, especially in Austin and in Texas, some people in Texas and in Austin, they speak Spanish, but they still have a Facebook, like in Austin, in the States. So it seems redundant, but you do want to target your ad and then select English. Isn't that crazy? I learned that through running thousands of dollars in ads. My ads became more profitable when you select English in the targeting. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so select English because you'll have a Spanish speaker in Texas look at your ad and like.
I think I put English.
All right, that's good. Some people just don't. All right, Facebook event. So also, man, if you're taking notes, Alex, the next thing that is not good is a Facebook pixel. It should have been installed because then you can run remarketing, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to give you like a fail-proof system on what to do next with a lower budget. All right. Like at the end of this call, I'll give you that. I know I've talked a lot about this stuff, but I like to just look over every detail because I'm pretty thorough like that.
Every detail matters.
The headline, like with the free apartment locating service, like some people don't even know what that is. So what I would say instead is like, again, like assume everyone's 6 years old. So I would say like, our company will help you find an apartment for free. Like something more in line like that, or like something where it's like just really dumbed down. Because some people are like, "What's apartment locating service?" And then they're like, "I don't know what that is." So you have to make it unbelievably easy to understand. Like, we'll help you rent your next apartment for free this month, or something where it's like you couldn't not understand that. That's how I try to do that. All of that. Everything else it looks like is good. Do you have your drive pulled up, Alex, or can you pull that up, and then I'll just watch it? I got like 40 minutes, and then I got to hop on this call with a corporate client and try to lease like 100 units in Houston. That'll be enough time. We almost covered everything.
Hey, Texas, are you looking to lease an apartment in the next 60 days? Well, then listen up. I work with the Pinpoint Apartment Group, and we specialize in apartment locating.
Oh, so good.
That means we will customize and send you a tailored list based on your needs. Do you want to live in the city? Do you want to live in the country where it's more quiet? Do you like a lot of natural sunlight, like this unit I'm in right now? You tell us
the audio is like louder than her voice. Like the background. I'm sorry. No, I like it. Yeah, man, that's what the issue is, man. All right, I already know that your issue. The background. It's such an easy thing to miss. It was also playing low because you're on the phone too, so I couldn't blast it like in the audio in the organic way because it was like a little lower. But I could already tell even from a lowered volume is the background music was like as loud as her voice. The audio has to be clear. It almost would have been better if there was no background music. I like that ad a lot, man. There's no reason that wouldn't have worked. It looks like she was just doing a service-based ad. So this is what I recommend. That's probably why that didn't work though. In particular, dude, the background was like as loud as her voice. People probably paid attention for a little bit and then got lazy and then didn't do anything. And plus your headline and you didn't do a call. Yeah. Probably because the ad you needed to optimize that ad better, man. The background music was as loud as her talking. That's not good. The headline could have been more dumbed down. Also, you should have a call to action in your copy. Like the copy was one sentence. I wouldn't have recommended running a one sentence copy with an ad, because a lot of the times people like to read as well. Like the creative gets their attention. I think she did a good job the first 10 seconds letting them know, and then people usually read after that and then make a decision on clicking a button. So like when they read, it was so short. It's just like one sentence with no call to actions. So what I mean by that is, let me optimize this one ad for you really quickly. Hold on. I will show you what I mean on what would have made this work or better. And the slightest little changes, guys, could mean like an ad that works or an ad that doesn't work. So you have to make your headline catchier. But this is why I recommend split testing 6 or 10 at the same time with a $20 budget. Like this month only will help you rent for free. Like even that would have already been better. You're like, wait, hold on. This month only what? They're like, well, you'll help us rent for free. What is that? Is that free rent? And then they'll watch the video. Then they can actually hear Melena talk, because that was such a good effort. It was such a good ad. But you've got to kill that background music or make it like 10% of the audio. And then they can hear, because people are like, they don't know you yet because you're reaching out to cold leads. So it's like if you like annoy people in the slightest amount, they'll just like scroll on you. You know what I mean? So optimize it like that, and then that's your title. And then in the description, say like you can just create a longer, more like storytelling kind of ad. And I give 10 of these long ones for you for free since you're a student. So just see that recent update. But like, I like to, instead of saying like, hey, free apartment locating in our city, I would say like, chances are you don't really know what an apartment locator is or how they can help your life become a lot easier, and then you start again, and you're like, at our company, and tell them a story, because that's what social media is all about. So then the next paragraph is like, and whenever I come up with ad ideas, like how I'm coming up with them now, what I like to do is I like to go on Word, hit the little record thing, and then just record myself saying the ad, and it writes it down for you. Like I do that all the time. So I'll say something like, chances are you don't know what the heck an apartment locator company is, but let me explain it for you. It's actually really simple, and here's how it can make your life a whole lot easier. Like at our company, we actually offer a free service, which no other real estate company does, but we specialize in helping you find the best rent and the best whatever you're trying to say. When you're kind of going through that approach, like you're talking to them in storytelling, that converts better. And then say, once you're done with that story, like how the service works in a down-to-earth way, keep in mind that being less professional actually kind of helps convert whenever I run ads. Saying like, hey, and like wanna, instead of like super perfect grammar, like for me, it helps my ads. I would storytell like that, and then I would say rents are increasing over the last 3 months, and it's much harder to find the right apartment. But if you do look in the right areas, then you can still find affordable rent. And then no one does this better or on a full-time basis than me and my team. So what I would like, and then you got to tell them what to do and say like, what I would like for you to do right now, if you're reading this ad and you're looking to rent an apartment, or you have a friend or a family that's looking to rent an apartment tomorrow or within 60 days, is click the link below, and we'll show you just how fast and easy the process is, even in today's market with higher rent, to find an affordable apartment of your dreams. And then you go click the link below, and then you paste your link. You paste your link and go click this link below. All it takes is one click. Why would you not click the link below and run the risk of paying more on your next apartment? Let us work for you for free. And again, click the link below. Here's the third time I'm showing you the link, and paste it. You know what I mean? So now you've got like 3 call to actions in your description of your ad, a much catchier headline, like emoji, this month only will help you rent for free. Like, whoa, what's free rent all about? And then they're going to read your ad and go, oh. So that little change can make you go, say again? Yeah, well, you add this to the text along with your ad. So the ad was fine. That was a good ad. Just adjust it, like get rid of the background, and then so they can hear her. But also, you wanted to optimize and expand and do more storytelling in your actual ad copy, because a lot of the times people just read the first headline, which is like a catchy headline with an emoji. Then the next thing they do is see your creative, and then Milena already did a great job saying like, hey, this is what apartment locating is if you need rent. That's fine. And then the next thing they do before they click the button is read your copy. So then that's when, it's like, hey, headline, ad creative sounded good. Now they're going to consider clicking and read your copy. And when they read the ad copy, it's that whole story that I'll send you this video. Just like type up what I just said or so. But then in like 10 different variations, And then once they read that ad copy, in the ad copy, you're pasting that link like 2 or 3 times. Right? And if Facebook gives you pushback with pasting the link in your ad description, just go through Bitly and then make the URL shorter. And then it always works with Facebook, I've noticed. Have you used Bitly before?
I'm like, hey, click this link, and you're basically telling them 3 times, and that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes Facebook's like, your URL is too long and repetitive. So when that happens, go to Bitly and then shorten your URL link for free. And then it works. little tricks that I've just gained over the years of running paid ads.
I think I've used it.
Oh, it's free, man. You just paste your long URL and then it makes it shorter, and then Facebook accepts it more often. So that's what that is. Yeah. So those little changes are very important as well, and in your ad. But your ad was good, man. Just optimize the background music, do a better headline, actually do a storytelling copy that converts like crazy, paste the link 3 times. You have to walk these people through your ad as if they're 6 years old and they don't even know how to use a computer, So that's what I always keep in mind when I run paid ads. I'm like, storytell, here's the storytelling, I'm down to earth on your level. Now I'm going to tell you, like, get started, click the link below, and then I'll sell it again. Why would you not click the link below and run the risk of paying more rent when my team focuses on this full time and we can help you for free this month? So again, click the link below, and then you'll be surprised. They'll click. And then when they click, now your sales funnel has to be short and sweet and optimized. And if you use the one I give you as a student for free, it's very, very short, and it's another quick video pitch telling them to opt into your CRM. And from that point forward, if you did the course, you'll know how to set all that up, and then call on them. So that's the advice I would give you for this ad. But you're going to want to, I still think you did a mistake with starting with just one ad. I would do the example I gave you. Now you understand, hey, the headline should be catchy. It doesn't always need to be so professional, like, we're apartment locators, we're brokers, reach out to our team. Like, that'll never convert on social media. You have to meet people where they're at and think about, hey, if you were renting an apartment, what are you worried about? You're probably worried about rising rents. You're probably worried about not knowing who to turn to. And so I would say that in the ad and say, hey, you guys are probably worried about rising rents, not knowing who to turn to, like in the ad, and say, I know, we've been there, we've all leased apartments. That's why our team, we've started a whole company that helps you actually do this stuff for free, because we get paid by the buildings. So there's literally no reason for you to not click the link below and work with our team if it's free. Right? We've been there. Let us help you rent the apartment in the best way possible. And for the second time, the link is right below. Click below. I would make an ad, and that would be the ad copy. So, yeah, don't be afraid to just get ridiculous with it like that, And run more than one ad in different variations. So that's what I would recommend for sure. And everything was set up right. However, I think the last thing I want to kind of set you up with is how to the tactic that I would rather you start with instead of Facebook right now. Because if you're gonna run Facebook ads, do everything I said, optimize every ad, up your budget like $20 for a day for 3 days, but for 6 or 10 ads. That's how you do that on Facebook. But there is an easier fail-proof method if you don't want to put that much budget in. And I think this would work a whole lot better for you if you want to just see results first at a lower scale, right? let me run you through what I think would work better now. What I would suggest instead of focusing on Facebook, Alex, is what is working very well for me right now running paid ads as a locator is actually starting with